All right, so what's that is talking about? We're just gonna repeat it. All right, in Amos, all right, 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. All right, because the thing is, there's gonna be, more than one type of destruction. More than, there's gonna be 1,000 ways to die. It's gonna be so before, whenever I brought out this precept, I always say that let's say that the spirit has it to where you escape, or the Gregor troops or whatever. But then there was even a creepypasta, or a horror story about on YouTube that I listened to a couple years ago, or where it's a certain same similar type of situation, or a lot of or fiction tries is inspired by the scriptures, or as far as doomsday situations, or but the main character in the story, he had to hunker down, or he had like some sort of shelter or whatever, or but he had to stock up on canned goods, or he had to catch hell, but he made it through, or in the story. But thing is, like, he had all those cans, but turned out he didn't have a can opener at the end of the story, and that was the end of it. Or but you might find yourself in a situation where you know you might be immune to some sort of pandemic, or but then, or someone, or raid your house, or what, some way somehow you might escape one form of destruction, only to be caught up in another. Or that's why the most important thing to be concerned about, or is whether or not, or the Lord is dealing with you, or and having that portion of faith, and the wisdom and knowledge, or that's the most important thing, or when it comes down to situations like that, and preparing for it, or that's the thing that needs to be your foundation. All right, so now we're going to go to all right, St. Matthew, all right, 6:25. All right, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, all right, what ye shall put on. Or is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? All right, so you know, like standard, pair of Crocs, or boots and things like that, or as far as like the boots, like if you find yourself in that type of terrain, or it's somewhat, I'm not knocking it, or 100%, but you know the point I'm trying to drive home is you know, the most important thing, or is gonna be, or your faith. All right, 26. Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. All right, reaping and gathering into barns, or with the bug out bag, or that's like, what that is for those of you that don't know. It's kind of like like a backpack. If you have to go on the go, it's got change of clothing, food, supplies, or things that you would need, or in an emergency situation, or but as far as, like I'm saying again, or the foundation of what you need, or it's the faith, portion of faith, or the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, or then, or all that, everything else is or secondary, or that's as far as the edification, or, that's what I'm trying to that's the main thing I'm trying to say. I'm not necessarily trying to like knock the guy. He doesn't. If anyone knows whether he's just I don't know that much about this individual, but the thing is, or as far as what we do, or the most important thing, or was having that portion of faith, or when that time comes, and realizing we not might not be in that or particular or type of situation. So how to generally prepare, or it is to have that portion of faith. All right, 27. All right, which of you, all right, by taking thought, all right, can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Or so, or the thing is, or it's basically what the Lord is trying to say, or there's nothing we can do, or unless, or it's of the Heavenly Father, or that, or we are preserved and delivered. And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow; they toil not, neither do they spin. Or and even or in the book of Eli, or as far as his character, or he always had, or supplies on hand, or the Heavenly Father, or some way somehow, or as far as food, or different clothing. As far as the clothing, sometimes it had to come, or from a dead body that he found, or but the thing is, or or just like, or the birds, or the lilies, or they don't have to like as far as getting, or the essentials, they don't have to toil at a plantation for 2 weeks, working their fingers to the bone, or and then wait for their check, or in order to do those things, or the Heavenly Father just provides. All right. All right. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. All right, so basically, or we know that the shit is gonna hit the fan, or we know that day is coming. We know we might be in that type of particular situation, or some of us. But the most important thing, or is wisdom and knowledge, or in that portion of faith, or that or Yahweh Shai was talking about in these precepts. It's pretty much it. I hope this was edifying. Or once again, we're gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem and Krakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And once again, shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, shalom.